Hi, how y'all doing? It is Friday, the 5th of July, 2024. So, how y'all doing? The weather here in Ontario, Canada is we're cloud covered right now. It was blue sky with sketchy looking clouds all day, but we're pretty much cloud covered. So, wonder what's up there. The Schuman today is at 11, so down quite a bit from the 40 it was yesterday. I woke up in the rising. I slept into 7. Went to bed early. I was so tired last night. I dreamt, but I don't call it. I haven't called any back. And energy was so heavy. I felt exhausted, right? Like just wanted to sit there and put my head back and not do nothing. So, and then when my son woke up, he said he was feeling this. I didn't have to say anything to him. He said the same thing, right? That he was feeling really heavy. And I was like, yeah, it's the energy, right? But yeah, he poo-poos that away because he's vaxxed, right? So, and then the guy called and I had to go drive him a couple places and he was being a bitch today. I told him he was too, right? No, I'm not, he says. I was like, yeah, you are. And so we took it to this one store and I went in because I had to pick something up. And I was talking to the cashier. She's nice. And he came in and he was started being all friggin' bitchy again over nothing. So I called him a little bitch again. And I walked out to the truck, right? Waited for him to come. He was grumpy, angry. Everybody is out there. It's just like yesterday, aggressive and angry. Everybody's being a bitch, right? They got something stuck up their butt, stuff like that. So, yeah, even my son, he was talking to his friend, and she was like that, right? And I said, well, it is the new moon tonight, right? And this seems to be the energy. It's just a little bit stronger than yesterday. So, but between me and him, I kept it light. You know what I mean? I didn't want to have set him off, right? So I just kind of, yeah, was myself. I answered him when he was talking to me, and I just didn't get into anything with him. It's not worth it, right? It's not worth it at all. And then he started telling me about, how miserable everybody was and all this, right? I said, yeah, I know. So yeah, I watched the thing last night, Mystery History on YouTube, right? It's a YouTube channel. And it was the Great Wall to hold uh, I can't remember what they called it now, damn it, the Asians back, right? The Chinese. Like they're the virus, the parasites are trying to come through, and that's why the wall was built. I just thought it was weird, right? Because I was thinking about that last month and how, and then there was part on there showing the research with the receipts, him and another man's receipts, right? Saying that they have proven that this is the proof that when the Chinese got there, they didn't make anything. They found all the information, the culture, everything from a previous civilization and just took it and made it theirs. Right? And I thought that resonated with me. And then I was watching a YouTuber here in Afghanistan, and another guy's going around telling him the history of the place. And what I realized is it was at the time of the invaders, right? Because the invaders conquered every country. We were the last. They tried to, right? And they changed everybody's history. Nobody really knows the true history of their country, okay? Through what I've learned through Karimio Ahoa, right? And all the books that he's been reading on YouTube for us, is the melanated people started in America. Like, this is a long, long time ago, right? Ancient history. And that's all there was melanated people in the realm. And they went out to every continent, every country, and started, you know, making stuff, doing. That's why everything looks the same. They call it Tartarian, but it's all from the melanated tribes, or whatever you want to call it back then. Nation. The melanated nation, I suppose, for lack of a better word. Right? And then all of a sudden, all these different people show up after a reset and claim it for their own. And all the information and everything is still there. The culture, it's all written down. And so they just pick it up and copy it and plagiarize it, make it their own. And so we've all grown up thinking that this is what the ancestors were really like, right? Or who really belongs where. And all this is all messed up. This is one of the biggest lies. So, yeah, interesting. Because when the Spanish came, they changed everybody's history. You're slaves now, okay? Why would they tell you the truth? They gotta keep you weak and divided. Especially after the resets. Nobody knew nothing. Everything was socially engineered. So, we know how school was. If you're my age, you learned it, or else you got the dunce cap, or you got the ruler, the yardstick across your hands. Stuff like this, right? They beat us. So imagine what they did to your ancestors, right? When they were indoctrinating them into believing the religion, the education. So yeah, interesting. So friggin' weird. It is. See, the energy today isn't making me angry at all. I wasn't angry yesterday either. But it seems to be working on everybody else, right? Even my son got a little bit snippy for no reason. I said, no, I'm not going to fight with you. Don't try to pick a fight with me, right? And then he changed it. And thank goodness he went to his friends. He left at 5. So I got the house for the weekend by myself, which is good. It's a quiet weekend. I'd rather it this way than her come over here because she's loud, right? And a lot of drama. And I don't do drama. So, yeah. Weird. And the guy that owns the truck, remember I told you that he's changing? Something's wrong with him, right? As he told me today that he found himself outside. Well, he didn't even find himself outside. Well, eventually he did. But it seems that he went outside around midnight one night, a couple nights ago, and he was standing there by the tree and a bunch of stuff, and his knees started knocking together, and then he fell back into the brush and everything and got tangled up, but still in a standing position, and he was out there all night. His two roommates called him like 20 times each, right? Because I guess they couldn't find him, because this isn't normal behavior for him not to be in the house, right? And eventually somebody found him, and he said when he came to, in the rising, he was outside, and his slippers were off, and his feet were soaking wet, and he spent the whole night outside. And I was like, what the hell would that be about, right? And then I was telling my son, he says he could have had a seizure and blacked out. I said, for the whole night? Right? Don't you find that strange? I think that's probably about the strangest thing I've heard for a while. Weird. Maybe he's on his way out. Just might be. Double jabbed, you know. China's getting the shit kicked out of them too. I watched a video today in Guangdong or somewhere, right? There's like 3 friggin' places that got hit by a tornado. There was 3 of them, that micro tornadoes after the big one, right? Just knocking the shit out of China with the floods and the tornadoes. And spiritually, Big Mama is clearing everybody off the land. Or not everybody, but the invaders and their minions. Because they refuse to go. But they've lost. So she'll be like, I get them out of here. And guess where she's doing this? In China. Right? And in other countries too. So, and in Dubai, right? I wonder where else it's hitting. So weird. But I guess it's the end of the world as we know it, and I feel fine. So yeah, strange. It's just a strange realm. I didn't look at any of the news. I seen one little thing saying that Canada got a new, first time ever female head of the military, of a military department here in Canada. So I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I haven't seen any officials in bow ties yet, so I know everybody that's showing themselves still work for the they. Works for the they, right? I can't trust nobody. Not unless the signs have been met. So yeah. I know Gina's seeing weird things on her camera again, right? But she always does. She has a pretty good eye for it. You know, UFOs and anomalies and stuff. Well, what they call anomalies. I don't even like that word. I think that's just a word to poo-poo stuff away, you know? But yeah, I hope you're all not angry. Are you having a hard day? It's something that's inside of you that you've got to change. If you are. It's gnawing, it's trying to get out, right? You have to face it. So yeah, I've done most of that work myself. So I guess the energy affects me a bit different. To me, it's just hot, but not too bad because I have an AC, right? Yeah. And anger is just an emotion that hurts me. So I don't use it. Only in times of self-defense. And when I have to protect somebody weaker than me, that's innocent. So yeah. Alright. I'm sending you love, joy, good health. Okay? I love you all to consciousness. Enjoy this night or day. Bye.